Good afternoon. My name is Laurent with Soléna Estate. This afternoon I'm going to try to attempt to answer the question, why is Chardonnay so good here in Oregon now? Why haven't we been seeing Chardonnay at this top level for the last 30 years, similarly to Pinot Noir? The first one is viticulturally. Early on, I've had the great fortune of being here since 1988. We had the wrong clones planted in Oregon. So we were growing grapes, Chardonnay grapes, clones that were originally from California. So as they were doing beautifully down in the Sunshine State, we were not performing as well. And as much as we tried to convince all of you to drink austere, very bright Chardonnays, that was not something that was as enjoyable as we all saw it as winemakers. We followed the lead of David Adelsheim, thank you for that, that was able to procure a lot of the clones that the French had developed in the Dijon region and in Burgundy, and able to import all those clones here in Oregon. We at Soléna have been fortunate to have a selection of those clones planted. I've decided here on this property to actually blend all the different clones. So there is a series of clones, and they're not as romantic as some of the Pinot Noir clones that carry some nice names like Pomar or Wadenswil. Those are mostly numbers. And but we have planted a selection of 4 different Chardonnay clones on our property here at Soléna, and I've randomly dispatched them through the property. What I like about this is that it's taking away from me the choice of just being monoclonal and harvest those clones one by one, but make one decision based on the whole field on what the flavors are. The second reason is that we've cultivated Chardonnay with the purpose of making the very best wine in the last few years. So we've chosen some of the best soil, some of the best exposure to grow the very best Chardonnay. But most importantly, we've also diminished our yields dramatically to keep them somewhere around the 2.5-3 tons per acre, which is a very good qualitative level for Chardonnay. More exposure of the fruit to the sun, more leaf pulling. Again, all viticulture. We are purposefully growing Chardonnay to make the very best wine. We are also taking all this in the winery. So we are obviously making much more barrel fermentation or stainless steel fermentation, again by choice, doing some élevage or lees steering, for example, when we need to, so we tend to enhance the body of the wine. I think the final result is a wine that really fits both stylistically and geographically in between the minerality that you sometimes attach to Burgundy and the big amount of ripeness and fruit forwardness that you also associate with California. So Oregon, again, is a blend of those two components, which makes a very unique wine that I think has been much more appreciated, and certainly wines that have a better sense of place. So hope that you enjoyed this Chardonnay, and we'll talk soon.